Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my stream today. I know that's a very creative, original introduction. But we today are in the Fenix A320. This is actually going to be my first flight in the Fenix. And we are going to be doing a little Northwest Airlines flight. We're going to be starting here at Minneapolis and coming over to DC National over here. Should be a nice little flight in the A320. And I'm excited to get underway with it. I've heard such great things about the sim. About the Fenix A320, and I've had a chance to do it. I've been doing the fly-by-wire when I fly the A320, so this is a little bit exciting to get the old CO variant with the Fenix. I know everyone's really excited about that. I'm sorry if I'm a little distracted. I am just getting us connected to VATSIM. I do have our sim brief right here. So we are Northwest Airlines 398 is our flight number for the day. And I should write that down on my notes before I forget that. But yes, that is going to be our call sign for the day. As I said, departing MSP, arriving at DCA. Cruising 35,000 today. Figure that should be a nice altitude for us on this flight. We're doing a Colt 7 departure, Dells transition. That is good to know. It has us scheduled for 3-0 left. We'll make sure that that's the correct active runway before we get started. But let's make sure we go ahead and file this on VATSIM before we get started. So pre-file on the network because I'm blind and didn't see it there. Get over to VATSIM. And here we go, Northwest 398, IFR A320 medium, correct MSP to DCA, cruising 350. That is the correct, everything looks good. We will get that filed underway, and right there we got our auto ACARs. So, let's see. That's what we get for our auto ATC. You can see that there. All we get is our squawk. Thankfully, I am familiar with MSP protocols very much, so I'm not too worried about it. But alas, I believe it is time that we get started. So let's go ahead and let's get powered on. All right, we are going to get our batteries on. External power. There we go. I'm immediately going to set our IRS to nav. Yes. Alright, and we'll start getting those ready. We will get our nav lights on. There we go. No smoking to auto. Our emergency lights armed. Great. And we are going to go ahead and wait for everything to start popping up. Beautiful. Come over here to our EFB. We have our ground services. We do have our GPU set up already. Everything is good to get going, and we will go ahead and we're gonna start loading everything up. Where is my load sheet? I just imported this. There we go. There we go. We will now start reloading. I don't have GSX, so I can't do that. We'll just do a 7-minute boarding, so we're not sitting here for quite so long. All right. And other than that, we are going to get started setting everything else up. We are going to go ahead and, if I can get this armrest out of the way, I would like that. We are squawking 3651 just before I forget that. We will get that all underway, but we're going to keep that off for the time being. We have our METAR over here. Where do I... Like I said, this is my actual first time with the A320, the Fenix A320. So, still figuring all of that out. Does it have our METAR? Here we go. 300 at 10. So we will do runway 30 right, actually, is what we are going to plan on. We're going to do that just because that fits better with the Colt 7 departure, which is what we've been given. It is dry today. There we go. Let's just check all of this. Flat packs will be on. We are going to have anti-icing on just due to, right, it being minus 16 degrees out right now. We'll sync our load sheet. Live weather conditions. Our altimeter 3042. Whoops. Calculate all of that. And we will get 3042 in. Here's our altimeter. Before we forget. 3042. Great. Love that. Looking good. What is our master caution that we got? Discrepancies. That's fine. We haven't set anything up really quite yet. And with this, we do get our V speeds, so that is good to know. And we will get all of that set up shortly. But yeah, I think it is time that we set all of this up. We're not really going to be working about failures, anything like that. We are already loading everything here, so we don't need to worry about it on here. So we go look at our data link. We do have SimBrief set up. So if we go to our initialization page, we request that initialization. There we go, and that does start filling in our MCDU. Go ahead, Northwest Airlines 398 is again our flight number today. Our cost index is 21. We are cruising today at 350, and the cruising temperature, if we go and look today, is, if we go to our pilot brief, let's see, is that under flight log? Or if we look at wind information at least, at our top of climb 350, -49 is kind of what we're looking at for our cruising temperature. So we'll do -49. And there we go, that gets all of that in there. We'll go over to that next page. Zero fuel weight and our block fuel. Come back over here. Summary and fuel. Block fuel is 7.7. And our zero fuel weight, if we can find that on here. Okay, estimated zero fuel weight 57.9, and our center of gravity zero fuel weight, that should not be included on this brief, but if we head back to not our arrival, sorry, if we go to our mass and balance, zero fuel weight center of gravity. These figures are live, so we are going to have to wait to get the actual center of gravity once we get that for our zero fuel weight. So we'll hold off on finishing that up, and we will go ahead and just start planning our route. So if we go to our flight plan, KMSP, excuse me, like I said, it's been a second since I've done this. So there we go. So if we do our departure, we are going to be departing off of 30 right with the Colt 7 departure Dell's transition, and we will insert that. There we go. That's got all of that in there. All right, perfect. And we got plenty of time to put in our arrival once we arrive, just because there is ATC on right now over in DC. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of ATC for our arrival there. We'll check our position monitor and just make sure that all of this is right. We actually did not align our IRS, so let's go ahead, double check, align on reference, confirm alignment, and there we go. All of this looks good. If we look here, it should say that our IRS is in line. Our air data, nav, altimeter discrepancy. Relax, what's going on with our nav altimeter? Don't really care about that right now. We'll do this, start doing this performance. So we did see we were 137 for our V1. Let's double check for the rest of that. I don't want to get it wrong. Departure performance, 137, 137, 137, all the way across the board. Get that in there. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Flex 2 temp is 4.8. Greens. Flaps are going to be 1. Let's see. Go down 0.4. And 0.4. There we go. And our takeoff shift, it has blank, so we'll leave that blank as well. All right. And all that's the same because it should be going off our load sheet, not our actual live performance. And we are still waiting for this all to come on. Let's see. Oh, no, it is good. It is done. Great. We're just going to send that straight to the MCDU. And that should hopefully, if we go to our weights and everything, it has put all of that in perfectly, that 32.4. Everything looks good. We do need to get our wins, if we can. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where requesting our wins comes from. Not in there. Performance. Next phase. Not quite there. Like I said, it's been a while since I have flown this plane. Gotta get all that out of there. There we go, wind. We'll go ahead and request winds for the flight. Take a second to load that up. There we go, all of our wins. And if we come back over here, what are we looking at today? Trip time, 2 hours, 15 minutes. That's what we are going to be looking at today. We'll go ahead and release that. Come on. All right. There we go. So everything's starting to come together. We'll go ahead. We'll set that just to match. Not that it matters a whole amount since we don't have a co-pilot flying with us today. Alright, let's go ahead and reposition ourselves centered on here. And let's go ahead and start finishing some of this stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's turn on the APU. Let's start getting that ready. We will go ahead and turn on all of our fuel pumps with that. And with power on, we'll go ahead and switch over to Minneapolis CTAF, which should be 126.7. Not that I believe there are any other aircraft on the ground, but we are good VATs and pilots, okay? Make sure that we are on VHF 1. We will go ahead and get our weather turned on. Change that over to System 1. And we've already got a 5-degree tilt going up. Make sure our cockpit door is locked. Alright. Checking everything else. We're getting ready here, so we're going to go ahead and turn on our transponder at this time. Turn that on. We're going to do all traffic. I like to keep it at all traffic at all times. Alright. Our APU master is on, so we are now going to start our APU. Let's see, our only other white light is fine, so that is good. I'm looking around again. I haven't flown the A320 in a minute, but I think we are looking good. Let's get our seatbelt lights on. Alright, we have our emergency exits armed. Yeah, we are looking good. We are going to wait to do this. That we're going to turn on our probe/window heat. Now, I don't think we're planning on any de-icing today. At least I am not. Ooh, trying to make fun. We are having fun with the Fenix today. If we have frames. Okay. All right. Go ahead, just check that we don't have any warnings here. Seatbelts on, smoking, parking brake, company message. APU is available, so we will go ahead at this time and turn on our APU bleed up here. So our APU is running, we got that bleed going. So now it's time to start getting ready for pushback. So we go to ground services. We're going to get rid of that GPU. We're going to get rid of our chocks and cones. And we are going to connect the tug. Time for that tug life, y'all. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and just turn off external power because that was still on. And we should be ready for a pushback. Just double checking that we don't have any ATC on right now. Minneapolis is still clear. We are the only aircraft here on the ground, but we're still going to do our good call outs here. All right. Let's double check that this actually gone through. I want to have you pilot up. Minneapolis traffic, Northwest 398, gate Gulf 18, pushing back onto taxiway Bravo. And with that, it is time to, oh, it actually wasn't connected. All right. We will go ahead and turn off our parking brake. Once that tug gets connected, it is time to push back. Oh. Come on, little by little. Not quite yet. Are we? Come on. Alright, I don't want to mess around too much with this, so I am just going to use this that I have in here. We are going to pre-plan our pushback. I just don't want to mess around with the in Unit 1. Okay, so we're pushing back onto taxiway Bravo, so I do want to line up nicely with Bravo since it is pushed back to an active taxiway. We're going to request pushback here. There we go. And It might want me to do parking brake and then release the parking brake. We're going to go ahead and do ignition start. Make sure that we are ready to start up our engines as we push back. And we are just... Come on. Are we actually going back? I did remove the chocks, right? Yeah. Spark and brake on. Alright, then parking brake off. Can we push back? Am I stupid? I know the answer is yes, but what specifically am I being stupid about right now? There we go. We are pushing back. All right, that took too long. I gotta play around with the A320 more. It looks like it. Let's see. Is it gonna do that planned pushback that we wanted? That's the question. Is it gonna start turning us in a sec? We'll have to see. I should pull up my charts. I haven't done that yet. That's a bit sloppy of me. Again, it's just because I'm so familiar with the Minneapolis airport. I didn't really worry about it. I can navigate this airport with my eyes closed, but I should pull up that Colt 7. I know our maximum altitude is going to be 7,000. Okay, it is doing that planned pushback that we set up. So with that, we're going to set our altitude at 7,000 as our initial climb. That's what the Colt 7 departure calls for. Alright. And we're going to set up an initial heading of 303, which is runway heading for 30, right? Just going to... 303. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so we are getting back here onto taxiway. Bravo. Let's go ahead and disconnect our tug. Get it out of there. And it is time to start up our engines here. So we'll start with engine 2. Keeping an eye on the ECAM. Make sure we actually see that engine rolling forward. And that we are getting power. See that we are getting fuel flowing to that engine. Perfect. At that, we will move on to engine 1. Get that started, and we are going to maintain ignition mode on through our departure, so that can go on. We should also turn our parking brake on while we're just sitting here on the taxiway. Wow, that tug took a long time to leave. Get out of my way. Alright. I always forget where the predictive wind shear switch is. There it is. We'll do that to auto. Alright, predictive wind shear is on now. Make sure that that is still good. We'll just turn up the brightness on some of these displays just because it is so bright out right now. I want to make sure that we are actually able to see all of our things. Alright, but with that, our engines do look ready. We should be good to start taxiing for takeoff. We'll just go ahead and set our flaps to 1 right now, and we'll check our takeoff configuration. It was upset about what? Not in takeoff configuration. If we set to max, cabin armed spoilers should be armed. Okay. Cabin check takeoff configuration. We're good. It's not beeping at us. All right. Sounds good. Minneapolis traffic northwest 398, runway 30 right, taxiing via Bravo Delta Papa. All right. Time to start our taxi. All right. So here we are. We are on Bravo here. Delta's going to be our first right, and Papa is going to be kind of our second right once we get to the other side of the airport. How's everyone doing today, though? Is everyone having a good day? Look at all these empty gates. Come on, people, fly out of Minneapolis. It's a fun time, I promise. Oh, it's a little veer to the left for his heavy gates. One thing I'll have to figure out while we're in the air, where are we going to park at DCA? Because I don't actually know where Northwest parked when they were flying there. I tell you, it would have been much faster to go 3-0 left, but for the sake of realism, we are going to taxi around this airport. I will say, taxiing around airports is my least favorite part of this game. Ugh. It can just get so boring sometimes. Okay, but here we are coming up on Delta. That is this first right turn here. Normally, usually I think Delta normally runs the other way, but, oh god, I need to deal with the, I need to figure out my, rudder steps with this plane. But I don't know, Delta can go either way. I just kind of guess depends on what the controller is feeling like in that moment. Yes, here's the alley. That's the Charlie 5, Charlie 6 right now. Alright, so this next taxiway coming up is Quebec, but because it's 3 zeros, Quebec is running northbound right now. We're looking for southbound traffic, which would be on taxiway Papa, as well as Quebec doesn't run all the way to the end of 3-0, right? So, oh, too tight, too tight. Not a great turn. So over here now we're getting into the Alpha Bravo Charlie gates of MSP. This is where you get all your... So Charlie gates are actually usually all Delta, some Delta connections, and then Alpha and Bravo are your kind of local regionals. Key Lime Air, I think, is an Alpha Gate one down there, but I am also a little bit of an idiot. I just want to say that. My wing lights are not on. Beacon lights are not on. Strobe lights, that's fine. Our nose lights should be set to taxi. But again, a little bit of an idiot over here. We're going a little fast. I just want to apply a little bit of brake. Slow us down a little bit. Alright, let's see, here we got, this is our Bravo gates over here, this disconnected building, and Alpha gates are there behind it. Small little gates. Alright. Alright. So we're coming up to the edge of the runway here, so slow on down. Okay, I'm gonna hold sit here because you guys are having an ad break, so we're just gonna hold tight for 1 second. While you guys do that ad break, I'm gonna go get some water, and then we'll be right back for takeoff. Sorry, my microphone was muted during all that, so we just checked Atlanta, and we got one more flight at Minneapolis, so we do have to actually announce all of our stuff very properly. So, Minneapolis traffic, Northwest 398, taking off runway 30 right, no Minneapolis traffic. So we will turn off our parking brake, and we will get our landing lights on, runway turn off lights on, and we will turn our strobe lights on now as we are entering the runway. We'll go ahead and do an all call just to let all the flight attendants, everyone know that we are going to be taking off now. Now we'll continue to check our sight lines. No one should be incoming. No one said anything when I called out on CTF, so we should be good. Still have max brakes on. Our flaps are set. Alright, so we will line on up. And now we're lined up, we will set engines to max. Alright. And we will zoom on in a little bit, keep a better eye on our primary flight displays. Let's see, because we are passing 80 knots, 120 knots right now. That means we are at rotate, and so we will go ahead and pull on up. Got a positive rate of climb. Gears up. We're going to continue climbing. We've got auto throttle on. We're going to engage autopilot. Alright. We're going to climb 7,000. Alright. Flaps, we're going to dump. Alright. Minneapolis traffic northwest 398, leaving airspace over to Unicom. Everybody have a great day. Alright, we will swap over to Unicom with that. We are going to go ahead and turn right. We're going to change our heading to 360 here. Okay, and that should line us up nicely to go ahead and get to our first waypoint taxi. But we're going to wait a little bit till we actually get a little bit more north. Got a nice view of Minneapolis here. Let's see, what is that? That's 35W bridge right there. That is the Washington Avenue bridge that just disappeared from under us. It's over at the University of Minnesota campus. Alright. And now that we're a good amount north, we are going to go direct taxi. Insert that, and there we go. And we are about to hit our 7,000 foot initial climb. So again, we come around. There we go. What is that? Huntington Big Stadium now, home of the Golden Gophers. Spent a lot of time on this campus as a student. Yeah. But as we turn right, this appears Highway 36. That's a highway I use very frequently for my current job. We are way faster than we should be. Oh no. Yes, I understand that. We are way too fast. I thought auto throttle was gonna take care of that. We are gonna put some spoilers up. And we have, as a result, climbed way past our initial 8,000. This is not good descent. I did not set our initial speed. Alright. Come back around. And we're going to try to activate autopilot again. Oof, 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 oof. Alright, we're going to drop the spoilers. Try to come back down to about 240 knots. I did not set that up correctly. That is on me. I'm just glad there's no ATC on to call me out on everything. Here we are. We're actually right below us, St. Paul Holman Field. Right down there. I'll tell you I live somewhere that way. That's a secret, but I'm not going to tell you where. Somewhere latter ways. Okay. Alright. There we go. So we're just going to go ahead at this point. We are going to start a climb to our cruise altitude of 350. We probably would have been given it anyway, and we're above that 7,000 initial climb as a fault of me and me alone. What are you complaining about? Auto flight, auto throttle limited. Just do better. Throttle levers, move. So if we disengage auto throttle and then turn it back on. Let's set it to climb. Just to be safe that we don't fall out of the sky, because we are starting to actually lose some speed there. And we are above 10,000 feet now, so we can turn off some of these lights. And we are going to go ahead and go back to our managed speed. I'm going to go ahead and increase the range here. You can see taxi is our first waypoint. Here is the Colt 7 departure chart for anyone who is interested. But so we are going here to taxi, and we are doing all the way out to Dells. We are doing that Dells transition all the way out there. Go. Let's see. Use external device. I should figure this out because this is kind of interesting, because I do have an iPad I wanted. I should set that up at some point. Yeah, I should play around with this a little bit. Alright. If I hold this, am I allowed to turn this off for the flight? Oh, I can toggle the charging cable. That's funny. Where's the... do they have a power button somewhere on this side? I don't know what version of iPad they're pretending this is. Guess I can't toggle that off. Okay. Or else somebody could tell me how, but I'm not sure how. Okay, things are going pretty well right now. Not having any complaints after we solved our problems. Alright. And again, as we look through here... Oh, that other airplane from MSP disappeared. I wonder if they moved down here to Omaha. There's 2 United flights out of there. Oh, is that a flight together? No, it's not. I'm stupid. Alright, so right now, our only air traffic control once we get on is going to be Washington Center, and we have a while until then. So we've just got ourselves a nice little cruise for a while. Well, thank you for anyone who came in to join me for today's stream. I know it's not software Inc., but we can work on that a bit later. So tomorrow, I might stream in the evening. I've been mentioning this a bit on stream. You're right, we have passed 1800. We will go to our standard altimeter. What do you guys want? Air data switches. Okay, you want me to do that? Alright, so tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, is the FNO Canada between, I believe, Montreal and Toronto FIRs, the first. And Minneapolis is providing Tier 1 support for that, so we should be helping out with that. There we go, making our right turn to Colt Piss 200. We'll increase that once more. We'll go up to 180. Alright. Things are looking good. We are going to turn off our APU and make sure all of our anti-icing is on at this point. Alright. Also did not go to takeoff lights. There's the landing lights. I apologize to anyone who's actually watching me. have things looking pretty good up here. Alright. Like I said though, sorry, I got distracted. Tomorrow is the FNO Canada. I'm hoping to possibly stream that with a tower view included. I am not been told what position I will be, if any, but if I'm in a position, I will probably be streaming it. It's a decent chance at least. And we'll see if we can get some good traffic. The big one though is Monday, or sorry, Sunday. Let me double check that. Let me check my calendar to make sure I have that right. Nope, I was wrong. So wrong. Next Saturday, February 1st. We got some time to talk about that one, but yeah, we're gonna have some time. That's gonna be a fun event too, though, because that one is an MSP hosted event. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start pulling up my charts now for our arrival. Let's see. So here are the DCA charts. Terminal 2, I don't even know where we want to park. I guess we just say, like, I don't know, Charlie Gates, maybe? We park here, somewhere on this, somewhere over here, I assume. Might be the best. I don't know, just head for Middle Gates. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We were sent, is that the Freedom 6? Arrival is, I believe, what we were looking at. We still have our sim brief up so we can check. This, the Freedom 6 arrival, is what we are going to be planning on. So we will get both of those set up there. And if we check that sim for the ATIS, we're just going to take a sneak peek. Arrivals expect river visual 19, landing and departing runways 19, 15, 22. So I will expect visual for 19, and we will see how that goes. Do not enter permitted airspace north of the airport. Why, you don't want me to crash into the White House? That seems just unreasonable in this day and age. This is 2025. I should be able to do what I want. Alright, so we're doing the river visual 19. So let's see, because there are going to be lots and lots of restrictions. Alright, so got all the capital restriction areas here. So basically, once we come on in, we are going to go ahead and just follow the river and come in. We do not want to go northeast of the river if we veer off course. So I feel like this should, like, river visual is a crazy thing to call this, right? Like, may follow the river to the airport or may proceed via the RNAV Yankee. So what does the RNAV Yankee look like? Because we can just request the RNAV Yankee. But I think we should try the river visual. We'll try the river visual for 19. We'll go ahead and get that set up. I know it's kind of early. Let's clear that message. DCA arrival. We are going to do 19 with the Freedom 5 is what it's going to call us. Is it the Bucko? Is that what we have? That yeah, it already knows. Good job. Good job, Fenix. All right. So we'll just get that put on in. There we go. Everything looks good. All right. So we are looking at a 1927 Zulu arrival. Current time is... I'm sorry, I was so confused that seemed like it wasn't moving for a second. But let's see, what is our current time? Where's the clock on this one? There we go. 1741 Zulu. God, it's been a while. I've been flying a lot of other planes recently. So it's weird getting back into the A320. Yeah, it's like the first one I ever learned for VATSIM, and then I was like, other planes exist too. I think that's what a lot of people do. Like the A320 is like just that first easy one in flight sim, right? Because right, you get the in-a-builds one in the game, you can get the fly-by-wire for free. So the A320 just becomes a very popular plane for new pilots in 2020. I'm wondering in 2024 though, now that there's the, I believe it was also from in-a-builds, the built-in 737. I feel like that might go ahead and kind of take over as right, that like most popular new plane for new pilots getting into flight sim. Because if we go to, I believe that sim radar shows us plane types. Pull this back down here. We'll go to that sim radar. I do want to use that stats page that seems to not be interested in working. I don't know why. Oh, because I guess I was looking at Omaha last time. Let's see. Now there's more aircraft down at MSP now that I've departed. Alright. Can I go to stats? Why was... Does VATSIM radar not show that anymore? I thought it did. Alright, let's see. So if we look at the currently in stage 3, detailed stats. Okay, I guess is that what they're talking about? Basic stats, popular now, etc. Okay, it's on the plan. It's not quite there yet. What are? I guess we could again look at VATS by. We already have that spy up, and if we just look at the US as a whole and we sort by equipment code, right? We got, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 320 Neos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 21 Neos. A couple of A319s, a good amount of A319s. That is a popular one right now. A good amount of A320s, including myself right there. Good amount of A321s, but here, yeah, look at the 737 MAX. Now that that is out in 2024, I'm guessing a lot of these are just going to be that basic one. So a lot of 738s. Yeah, there's a lot of 737 action going on right now. There's you can also see God, this takes a long time to load. A lot of the okay, a couple 306s. That one I appreciate because that one's close to my heart. But the A330s, there's a good amount of. But that's with the new. I think people are trying to get into that because the headwinds and their new release coming up. 777, popular as always. Good amount of the MD-11 for some cargo ops. Right, a lot of FedEx, UPS. Somebody's running a United. All right. Let's see who's flying the A380. Any funny call signs? Nah, not many. Okay. Yep, the A380. I got a friend of mine who I'm trying to get into flight sim, and what I might do with them is honestly do like A380 or 747 flights. That might be a fun thing to do, but we'll see about that. We'll see. All right, Let's check on in, see how we're doing. We've reached 0.78 cruising speed. We are about to reach our cruising altitude. And so we are long past due to turn off our seatbelts. People can move around the cabin freely as they wish at this point. And that is absolutely fine by me. Go ahead, just keep an eye on that. We got a long way to go still, but I like to have my direct 2 up every now and then. But if we look at our performance page, we are right at that managed 0.78, and we should be going to that cruise. At this point, again, we'll stay at that 0.78. Let's see. Does that tell me? 1923 is our predicted arrival according to this. Everything's got a different estimate. Oh, no, there we go. 1923 as well there. Okay. Split up Atlanta, see how things are going. There's our flight path that we're taking. Just did that northbound loop to stay on to the Colt departure. And we're going to be making that right Dale's transmission. Before we continue, we're going to hop across the Chicago Artec through Cleveland. And I think it is just Cleveland covers all the way down into where we'll join up with DC Center, which is 133.72. We're just going to get that in right now as our next expected 133.72. Alright. Just so we're ready once we enter the airspace. I know we're so far away, but just want to stay on top of it. I hate it as a controller when people don't talk to me in a timely manner. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. I do like that it has these bugs. I just wish I didn't have to move them around myself. I wish I could auto set those up. Just push everything around. It says this is a beautifully done aircraft. Great, I will say that. Like, great job to the Fenix team. Right, the CRT lines coming through. There was, when we were on the ground, all the glare off of the glass. Beautifully well done. And one of the things that we kind of have the time to do now is kind of go explore the rest of the aircraft. I like the gloves there. Yeah. If we look around, I mean, just beautifully modeled. Right, everything is there. You know, got the sun coming through. The shadows are very well done. Right, the textures as well, right? You can see the individual knits and the threads in those knit, you know. Absolutely incredibly well done. Alright, we come through here. We do have our Northwest logo up because of our livery of choice today. But everything is Northwest Airlines sealed, all that. Slide jump seat, I like that it does that through the through the wall. But look how well done this aircraft is as a whole. And again, right, not quite as detailed as the front, but I believe this might actually just be part of the livery, and that's why it's not as well done. There we go. Isn't that a view? Continue on through the cabin, all the way to the back. Again, Northwest Airlines branding on a lot of it. Look at that. Window blind must be open during takeoff and landing. There you go. Everything is so well detailed. Alright, the stickers are peeling a little bit there. Very, very well done. Okay, don't go to the bathroom. That looks dangerous. I wouldn't use that lavatory. What about this lavatory? Is this one available for use? Don't go to the bathroom, guys. Do not try to use the restroom. Okay, that's a mistake. That is a mistake. But we will go ahead and take our seat for the rest of the flight. Look at that. They even have the safety card Northwest. There you go. What was a combination between Fenix and then the livery? I will shout out the livery in just a second. I'll show you which one I am using. Oh, look at that extra legroom. Beautiful. But I believe we were in 7A was our seat number for the flight. Here we are, row 7, seat A. Alright, yeah, look at that. When I said 7A, I meant 6A because there's a better window view. So there we are. Yeah, just keep an eye on that. I will show you guys the livery that I used as a shout out to that creator too, because they deserve just as much respect for creating free things that we get to use. Sorry, I just want that toolbar out of the way. All right. Flight sim.to. So we are using, whoops, the, I believe it's this one. Yes, here, my Silky Smooth. Big shout out to this creator. Works for 20 and 24. We are on 2020 today, just for avoiding bugs. And we get 3 different liveries for it. So I would give a huge shout out to Silky Smooth for creating this for us. So thank you very much. You've done absolutely amazing work. Thank you so much for creating this library. It looks absolutely beautiful. Right, if we go and look at our external camera too, look at that. And with that, we see that we are diving. Not quite sure why. We are going to hop to our initial view up here, and I am not sure why we took that dive. We are going to slowly try and bring this plane back up. Alright. I don't know if I accidentally hit my stick at one point. We are going to reactivate our autopilot. Recovery. Took care of it. Okay, gotta be careful with your stick there. You don't knock that. And turn off autopilot while you're not paying attention. We'll just stay up here, I guess, for the flight. It'll be boring and stay up here. Keep an eye on things. Make sure that that doesn't happen again. Alright. Well, I apologize to all my passengers. Let's go ahead and make sure that we do climb back to 350. Set that to climb and then set it back to managed. That should get us back. Alright. Now, since we're kind of just in that cruise phase and making sure we don't mess everything up again, we are going to have some fun playing Slay the Spire! Alright. Settings. Game settings. Let's not do full screen anymore. And let's go down to 1600 by 1920. What? That's not what I said. 1600 by 1200. Oh my god, now I just accidentally pressed my rudders. I am so sorry, game. Autopilot, take over. Fix my shame. Oh my god. Okay, let's try to launch Slay the Spire again. We're not gonna put my feet on the rudders to relax. Alright, we got Slay the Spire here. Can we make this smaller? No, we can't. We have to do that in game. Okay. Slay the Spire settings. We're gonna try smaller than that. Let's do 1026 by 640. Let's try that. Okay, that's a good size for the stream, I think. So we will put that maybe down there in the corner. Does that look good to you guys? Alright, so we are going to continue our run. I was actually working on this one yesterday while I was at work. We're going to continue this one. We only have 32 health, so I am going to refuse this already. I've already decided that. Okay, because we got to get to a campfire to rest quickly if we're going to survive this. Okay, let's see. What you intend to block on your turn. Okay, you fucking loser. Let's see. I do like that one right away. Fire breathing is good. Let's add 5 block myself because then I can... Oh. Let's deal 6 damage there. Use that, and then there we go. It's got a lot of block. I did not get through any of its block. 36 block. It's going to attack for 10. I mean, do we just go all out? Because what? That's 28 then? That doesn't even get through its block. But then it's going to do 10. That gets us down to 21. Oh, God. I think we have to, though. We have to start getting rid of some of that block. It's going to hit us for 10. Okay, now it's only got 3 block left. It hits us for 10. We're down to 20. Okay. We're going to do that. It's going to hit us for 20. It's going to kill us. Oh, my God. Guess I'm gonna do strike, block. Oh God, oh, it's dead. Oh, we did it. I forgot about that. I had the effect that did okay, regen potion. Add a card to our deck. Let's see. Let's do thunderclap. Regen potion do I have? Let's see. What do we have? What is 2 let's discard our energy potion. Take that regen. Go up here. What do we have here? 75 gold. I don't think we need the gold right now. We will leave. Who's texting me? Friends. Okay. I don't need the gold. Me finds this. Okay. Let's see. Add. I do like the anger cards. Those are fun. Card removal service. Let's add anger. And I think that is good. Proceed. Let's get to this resting spot. Because we absolutely need some health. We are in dire need. Okay, that gets us up to 55. We will hit our next monster. Malleable. Upon receiving attack damage, gain 3 block. Block gain increases MLs while it's triggered, resets to 3 at the start of their turn. They're going to attack me for 21 damage. Oh my god. Let's gain 5 block. Yeah, sure, I guess. And then let's bash. And that is the end of my turn. They are going to make me cry. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, and they're going to do another 21 damage next time. Whenever I draw status or a curse card, I love fire breathing. This turns this. Let's see. I think we just do Fire Fiend, exhaust those cards. That's how we're going to get as much damage as we can. We're going to end our turn. They do have 12 block still. That absolutely hurts so much. This is such a mean thing. What is it going to do? It's going to put a negative effect on us. So let's go ahead. Let's damage it. We have 0 block right now. I should have done this one first. Whoops. And then we will strike it again. Alright. Enemy turn. They're putting a curse on me. Ow, ow, ow. I'm weakened. Ooh. Okay, we have a lot of zeros here, so this is pretty good. So this can only be played if everything is an attack, and that'll deal 13 damage. So we're going to do that. Okay, great. And then clash. There we go, dead. Oh, whew, we did it, guys. Let's see, 8 damage to all is pretty good. Yeah, we'll do a cleave. And we are going to go ahead and immediately rest again. We need our health. Go ahead, we got a chest of meat on the bone. Alright, I like that. That's good. And let's go ahead and heal up again. That gets us to 78. We are almost full health again. That is so good. Alright, let's just check on our flight again. See how we are doing. We did finally climb back to 3.5. We're back at 0.78. Sounds good. We will do a quick check of that spy map. Make sure that we are not... Where are we right now? We are just about over Lake Chicago. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. There is, yeah, there it is, Lake Chicago. We have just reached the coast. Absolutely beautiful views today. Clear skies. I say that there's a huge cloud layer below us. But it is beautiful up here at 350. Alright, sorry, not that one. We won't slay the spire. Alright, unknown. I kind of like this string of unknowns, maybe. Let's go this way. What do we got? A Centurion and a Mystic. It's going to do a negative effect and attack for A. You intend to block. And turn. Oh, you added block onto the Mystic. You hit me and I'm now frail. That is so mean. You're gonna do 12 to me. I don't like that. Okay, I want to do one of these. Let's see. Let's do that, and then we're going to exhaust those cards, and that almost kills the Centurion. It's going to hurt me, because it's a fucking dick! Oh, you healed! That's not fair, that's cheating. Healing is cheating. Everyone knows that. Okay, we're going to drink our regen potion. We're going to cleave. We're going to anger. And we are going to Combust. Strike. Strike. And turn. Oh, 1 health. You're so close to death. Come on. Let me just kill him. Sure, let's reduce 1 to 0. Gain 5 block. Upgrade a card in your hand. We will go with that one, I guess. And we will do Fire Breathing Plus. And add True Grit. And turn. God, he's going to get healed again, isn't he? You block you attack me. Do you heal you both again? No, you don't. Okay, that's kind of nice. Alright, Anger. Do that again. Let's add Cleave. Alright, because that does damage to both of you. And then we will add some block in case you try to attack me, which you're not going to, because we see what you're doing, but you're just healing up. Okay, Anger. Anger. Thunderclap, so you get the vulnerable. We have no block, but we can do that. That does a good amount. I mean, it doesn't do anything. We have no block. You're not vulnerable, but all I need is that, and you're dead. Okay. Add gold. Any good cards we want? Nah, none of those look like something I really, really want, but, so we'll come this way. We'll get this question mark. This is... Okay, you come across an ornate building which appears abandoned. A plaque that has been torn free from the wall is on the floor. It reads, "The Library." Inside, you find countless rows of scrolls, manuscripts, and books. You pick one and cozy yourself into a chair for some quiet time. We could heal 26 HP. We have 73 already. Or we can choose one of 20 cards to add to our deck. I do love adding Anger. It can become so good because it's a free damage. So let's add Anger. Alright, the story is about a man who journeyed beyond the stars and found himself stuck on a desolate foreign planet. Ingenuity, luck, perseverance, and humor to retain his sanity were his tools to return home. Fascinating. Alright. Quick check-in with our flight here. We're still on the, I believe this is J26. No, J34. We don't exit that until Bucko. Yeah, I mean, we take this all the way to Bucko. So we are just on J34 for a while here, so we're just gonna let that roll. And back to Slay the Spire. Alright. I got a couple of question marks this way, or I could do Merchant question mark Rest. I think we go with the question marks. I think we have some fun with the question marks. A man with an eye patch and a devilish grin strides up to you. Hey there, stranger. Interested in advancing science? I can make you stronger than any training or blessing. You're gonna need it if you're one of those heroes with a death wish. What do you say? Get Jaxed. Jax. Become a test subject. Transform 2 cards. Or, obtain a special relic. Magnetic Strength. Start each combat with 3 strength at the end of your first turn. Lose 3 strength. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt to get the relic. I think we get the relic. Marvelous. You quaff the mysterious substance. Immediately you are invigorated and feel your muscle fibers twitch. Alright, so we only have one option here. We get a chest, some gold. Start each combat with 1 strength. So I actually start each combat now with 4 strength. And going into this, we are gonna... Let's see. What if I upgrade one of these Anger cards to Anger Plus? Ooh, yeah, let's do that. So we're already at 73 points. Alright, so we're going to go in. We're going to fight this boss. We're immediately going to drink our regen potion. We don't know what you're going to do. You have -3 debuffs. Okay. Boom. We're gonna clash. We're gonna strike and turn. Okay. What are you doing? Please don't. Ah! Minions! Let's see. I guess that's a free 5 block. Deal 9 damage across the board. 7 damage to you and turn. I think we just want to go for the main guy. I just don't want to deal with... Oh, did it steal a card from me? Did it steal a card? Is that what it's doing? Okay, let's see. What's your plan? It tends to block and use a debuff. Let's do that. Let's do Thunderstruck. Thunder! That's 7. Let's go ahead and do the 7. And turn. Let's also drink this my next turn, probably. If they're... Yeah, they're looking to attack. Let's add some plate armor. Ooh, not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay. We are going to bash you. Because that does that. And we are going to strike, get rid of more of that block. Get rid of more of that block, add that to exhaust, get rid of more. There we go, did a little bit of damage. Not much, but... Ow, my plate armor. Ow, my health. Ow, my health. Ugh. Let's see. I guess we're just going to use all of these. Okay, down to 206. God, this is painful level. Painful level. I hope we survive this, guys. Oh, shoot, I meant to do that. Okay. Whoops. I should have bashed. I messed that up. Okay, whatever, whatever. We keep going. Hyper beam. Ow. 46?! 46? That's more than half my health! How am I so... What? How in God's name am I supposed to survive that? Oh my God! 300 health and it's doing 46 damage in certain turns. Oh! Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, that was not good, guys. Ow. Ow. Oh. That physically hurt me. God. I don't even know what to do about that. Oh, God. I don't... Oh, God. I think we have to take a break from Slay the Spire after that. That, physically, that was awful. Okay. What we are going to go do in the meantime, since I'm not doing that again, we are going to go ahead and simultaneously launch this. This is too big. We need to put it into windowed mode. Options. Full screen. No. No. Slow. Smaller. That looks good. That looks good. Alright, we're going to play some mini airways. We are going to be working with... Sure, we're flying into Reagan. Let's do it. Let's Let's do it, I guess. All right. This is Mini Airways for those of you who are not familiar with this game. It's a really simple, like, air traffic control based type of game. You just pretend to control these planes. You tell them where to go. Try to get planes that are departing to their correct color. Planes that are please do not fly through the Pentagon. Okay, we have some air traffic control. Someone just sent me a contact me message. Cleveland Center 119.87. Alright, we'll give this a second. Figure out what VOR we are nearest to. Because it just disappeared from us. It just gave us a frequency. Great. I don't even know what VOR we're near. Alright, fuck it. Fuck it. We'll just ident for them. Cleveland Center, Northwest 398 with you, flight level 350.
Northwest 398, Cleveland Center, radar contact, maintain level 350.
Maintain 350, Northwest 398. Alright. I must be the only one in their airspace. I was expecting I was just going to have to ident, and I said whatever. I normally... Those of you who don't fly on VATSIM, when you make initial contact with a radar controller, either approach departure or with a center controller, right? Anyone who's got you on radar contact, you need to let them know not just who you are, but where you are. So flight level and location, unless you're being handed off. If you're being handed off, you can just literally say who you are, here's my current altitude and my next constraint that I've been given from a previous controller. So, right, that might just be, right, if I was being handed off from Chicago Center to Cleveland Center, I'd basically do what I just did, right? Just Northwest 398 with you flight level 350. That's all I would have to do for a handoff. What I should have done, what would have been correct, is to let them know my position. So, I should have let them know that, I was 15 miles, so that would have been 15 miles west of the VIO, or the Victor India Oscar VOR, is what I would have told them, realistically. Would have been the more appropriate heads up for them. So that way they know on their radar where to be looking for me. But if we go over here, my guess, Cleveland Center, Northwest. Oh, they wanted to contact me nice and early. Okay.
Good afternoon, Cleveland Center, Southwest 1270, with you, descending through flight level 330 at this time.
Yeah, they are sending out some early contact me's. I'm not even in there.
Southwest 1270, Cleveland Center, radar contact, cross, whisk at maintain 1010,000, Pittsburgh's landing west, the Pittsburgh information, Quebec's current altimeter 3009, expect a visual runway 28, left approach. Roger, we'll just send via the arrival, we're going to cross whisk at 10,000. We'll pick up information on whiskey as well for Southwest 1270.
I'm sorry if that's blowing out your ears, guys. Let me try to play with those settings. I see those bars are jumping. You guys are getting absolutely slammed.
American 1023, you're leaving airspace. Toronto Center's closed. Bridge service terminated. Frequency change approved. Did we lose Toronto? Oh, never mind. I didn't even see them on. Hang on.
Yeah, they've only been on for 15 minutes up at Toronto.
Air 1023, thanks for the note there. They never even said hi when I signed on. 125.77.
You're breaking our heart over here, but they've been on, I think, before you popped up.
Yeah, normally they say hello when you sign on. They didn't.
Alright, next time.
Alright, whatever. Okay, I think I got the audio figured out a little bit. Hopefully it's not blasting your ears out any more. But I can hear it, you can hear it. Alright. There we go. We are now in their airspace. Okay. That's nice to have a little bit of ATC now en route. So beautifully crafted. I still can't get over it, right? Seatbelt fabrics. You can see the stitching in the seatbelts. Right? Whose job was it to put seatbelt stitching on the model, right? Like, that was somebody's job. You know, they sat there for hours putting all of this stitching on. That's wild. But I mean, oh god, the day and age that we are in, 2025, just absolutely amazing. That we are, you know, we can capture all of those details, that we can have sims like this.
Good morning, Connie 807 Platinum 29.
No, okay. I'm not expecting
Connie 807 Cleveland Center, radar contact, maintain 50290.
a whole lot of traffic from Cleveland Center. So I think we can get back into Mini Airways. We'll just listen in back to DCA, since that's where we are flying today.
American 92, runway 23, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 32.
Okay, we're going to send pink that way. We're going to send yellow off of this runway here. We have to wait for them to get through. Alright. You guys immediately go straight to... I want you guys to fly south of the Pentagon. They're going to land on that runway, whatever it is. I don't even remember. And we're going to send you guys down this way.
Flare 2430, Chicago and India are both offline. Rare service terminated. Frequency change approved.
We'll see Flare 2430.
Alright. We'll send red off of here. Don't crash into the Pentagon! I swear to God, I was about to lose my mind. Right, you go right there. We're gonna get a yellow pretty soon, probably, because that just popped up over there. Nope. Okay. Let's have yellow depart off of here. No, stop flying through there. What is... God, some people. You guys fly direct there. Basically, my goal is to have this one come around, land on the same runway after this one over here. Got another pink. We'll depart this way for the pink one. Okay. Direct there. You can absolutely make that. That is so stupid of you. Can you... There we go. Nope. Don't run into the Pentagon.
Southwest 1270, I show you like 20 miles from Blisk at a level 326, A intention.
We're gonna go, I think, this departure. Fly you straight up again. You land right there.
Cleveland Center, Southwest 1270, just having some aircraft issues there for a second, along with simulator problems. We got it all fixed now. Sorry about that.
Southwest 1270, turn right heading 090, vectors for your descent and maintain 1010,000.
Right,
Roger,
perfect.
090.
We'll send pink off this way. Fly your aircraft manually.
Sun Country 3067, where are you parking today?
South Chicago for us today, 367.
Taxi straight ahead.
I got one coming in over here. Well,
Straight
again,
ahead,
I think this is kind of just a
37.
warning arrival runway. And we'll send departures off the best route possible as we can. Now, we are almost done with day one, which means we're going to have a little surprise coming up for you guys. Get ready. Ah, oh, look at that. Ooh. Okay, expedite. We want aircraft to turn faster. We get upgrades! This game, Mini Airways, by the way. Let's see right here, Mini Airways. This is the
And
prologue.
attention aircraft on frequency. If you're above flight level 200 and cruising, not descending, CPD CLC services are available tonight.
Oh. I don't have that though, so I don't know. Okay, I gotta set that up one of these days.
American 92, runway 23, fly right ahead and climb, maintain 10,000, clear for takeoff.
Can't even hear that departing aircraft too far away. Let's have them come up this way, see if we can't. We might have them land this runway, kind of similar. But we're kind of trying to do south southbound arrivals is kind of our traffic style that we're going for right now. We're doing best runways for departures, and then kind of like south arrivals. It's kind of, if you keep things similar to that, this game's usually pretty good. So this one is good. We are going to send this one off on this runway for departure. Airspace did get a little bit bigger there. We're just going to have you turn that way and then go direct. I just want to make sure that we were avoiding any possible problems there. So now that we have a little bit more airspace, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually send this aircraft down on the river. Alright. We'll wait until this aircraft lands, then we'll do a departure.
Skywest 4072, runway 24 left, clear land.
Alright, we'll have you do that departure now.
Stand by on that 1 second.
And you can go direct.
Correction, 28 left, clear land.
We're gonna have you go this again because we're just trying to do the southbound.
Stand by. For some reason, the simulator didn't pick up the localizer. Now we're turning right. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So we're gonna have them go through this.
I'm gonna try to work it out real quick. Skywest 4072.
We're just gonna have this guy land this way just for speed's sake, though. Don't want you to go through the Pentagon.
Skywest 4062.
Down the river.
And Skywest 4072, I can also give the RNAV 28 if that'd be easier for you.
Come on. You go there.
Let me see if I can just straighten out real quick. I don't know if
come
they're
on.
doing this
Nope,
or
you
if
messed that up.
right.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
We gotta have that plane go around, basically.
472, continue heading 090, let me know when you're ready to go back in.
Alright, 090, and we'll call you in a minute here.
Navigation waypoint. We'll follow the direction of the arrow. Hold waypoint or expedite. Let's just do an expedite.
Southwest 1270, continue descend and maintain 5,000. Turn left heading 030.
Down to 5,000 and left 030 for South 1270.
Those aircraft.
American 982 radar contacts at altitude passing. American 982, climb maintain, fly level 350, clear direct the Albany VOR, that's Alpha Lima Bravo.
We're going to send this one down here just to avoid any conflicts. You depart quickly before this aircraft gets here, I hope. You turn through there. Don't touch, don't touch, don't touch. No! Oh, I thought we could get away with it. I thought we could. Bummer. Total of 24. Not that good. Bottom 24%.
Skywest 4072. We can try it again. If it doesn't work, we'll put the now.
Skywest 4072, no problem. Turn right, heading 27. Correction, 270. And join the runway 28 left localizer.
Skywest. Okay, so they missed
270 to the right, and then maintain or join the localizer for 28 left. Skywest 4072.
3,000.
472, report established.
Well, we'll report established.
What is this one? Lake Erie? Is that what we're about to fly over? Not that we can see it, but... Okay, so...
Southwest 1270. Turn right heading 090. I gotta get you a little further out. You're descending a little slower.
Roger, right, 090. Center Southwest 1270, just easing up the descent rate momentarily just to get our speed down.
No problem.
People are struggling. He's going for Pittsburgh. Where is this guy? He's just... Oh, he's going to Bahrain. Okay.
Skywest 4072, fly heading 277 to establish.
277 to establish, Skywest 4072.
boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. It's just nice that we've got ATC on the final half of our
turn left heading 030.
stretch here.
Roger, left at 030 for 1270.
Again, that's by. Let's keep an eye on these.
Cleveland Center, Skywest 4072. I think we're established. It could just be a weird bug with this airport. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll just fly it for now and see what happens.
Skywest 4072, no problem. Runway 28 left, cleared to land. Ultimate missed approach instructions. Turn right heading 360 and climb maintain 4000.
Alright, cleared to land on 28 left, and if we need to, we'll climb out of... There was a 360 and then 3000?
4000.
360 and 4.
360 and 4. I'll make a note of that real quick. Thank you. Skywest 4072.
I mean, just fly a visual. I mean, the
Skywest 4072. I guess I did forget. 28 left, clear the ILS 28 left approach. ILS 2 and the runway 28 left, clear to land. Make
if
it
you need
official.
to do the visual, just do the visual, my man.
Cleared for the ILS 28 left approach. Yeah, I'm all messed up. See, this is kind of unexpected.
Yeah, no problem. Let me know if you do want to abandon. Yeah, I just forgot to officially clear you. The approach is by to make that call.
I've had trouble flying into Lansing before, so I'm not surprised this is happening, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's the only. Yeah, that's the only ILS there. The rest are all RNAVs. Southwest 1270, descend, maintain 3000, turn left heading 320, vector sphere approach.
Left 320 down to 3000, south 1270.
That SkyWest plane, I just can't. That airport feels too big to be having like bugs. I mean, it is if he's on
Southwest 1270, it feels at your 11 o'clock, 19 miles apart the field site.
1270 has the field.
Southwest 1270, cleared visual approach, runway 28 left, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Roger, cleared visual 28 left, cleared to land 28 left, south 1270.
It just feels like too big of an airport to be messing that up at. And like, if you want the ILS, I get that, but at the point where you're like, oh, my computer's having problems, right? Just, I know the weather's good enough over there that you should be able. Excuse me, you should be able to fly the visual. Right? Like, at a certain point, just be like, yeah, the computer, it's messing up. Can I just get the visual for 2A? Right? Like, that should be reasonable.
That was 4072, informational, no reback required. Show you tracking down the localizer, 8 miles.
God, I wish I had. I should have. I mean, the correct answer here is we go to that sim radar. And we look at his flight pattern and what's going on there. So he missed, did a loop, flew past the localizer. Now he's coming on in.
John, can we get a step line to shuttle 310 Connie?
28 left. I believe it's 28 left.
Connie 07,
I just heard 28.
Say again for Connie 807.
Approved as requested.
I approved. Thank you.
Approved. Let's see. Come on, SkyWest. I believe in you. You got this, buddy. You got this. 134 knots, alright. 2500. 2400. And if I choose this, airport. Does it? I can't. Am I able to get a METAR for it? Okay, 2.5 miles. Okay, I see. I thought conditions were better there. I thought a visual would be more acceptable. I didn't realize the conditions were that bad there. I mean, most of what I flew over, including Michigan, when I flew over there, I mean, conditions seemed okay. And we didn't even have a full cloud layer. They should be breaking through the clouds. Hopefully they can just manually fly it in the last mile or so there. But it looks like they're good. I think SkyWest has got it. I will say that's something I should be doing. I'm not on guard for my comm 2. I should change that. Come on, SkyWest. Come on. Come on, baby. I believe. So close. He's got it. He's got it. I feel comfortable that SkyWest has got this. Brian Corwin, you have got this. Look at that. On the ground, I assume. 160 knots, 842, we'll see. Yeah. Slowing down. Yeah. Well, there we go, 92 knots. Alright. Yeah. Safely on the ground. Because he doesn't have enough space to climb again. If he needs to go around. There we go, 58 knots. Yeah, he is so good. And what, the Southwest was having some time and a half getting over to Pittsburgh. And I think they should be good. They're doing
Northwest 398 to sign, maintain 50330 for traffic.
330 Northwest, 398.
Clear Santa, hello, you guys.
What traffic is I running into over here?
UPS 2881, Cleveland Center. Hello. Southwest 1270. Looks like you're lined up for 28 right. That's fine. Continue runway 28 right, clear to land.
Huh. You went for the wrong one.
Oh, roger, sir. Cleared to land 28 right. Sorry about that. We got the two mixed up. I had it programmed 28 right on accident.
Okay, that's interesting. Let's look at VATSPY. Does VATSPY have a different... why? I'm not exactly sure why. What traffic?
West 4072, looks like you made it. Say parking.
Just the terminal up there by Mike's fine.
Skywest 472, taxi the terminal via Bravo Mike, cross runway 24.
Bravo.
Okay,
Mike,
I don't know. I'm not gonna argue with it, right? You know, but I'm just not sure what traffic I had to avoid there. Right, I'm not picking up anything. Anyway, on here. I should change the tilt on our weather radar. I just realized that we're still at 5 degrees.
Connie 807, you're from airspace. New York's closed for air service. Terminated frequency is approved.
Measure frequency change to Connie 807. Bye.
American 982, Boston St. Louis for air service. Terminated frequency
What was
is
that?
approved.
310 at Bucko is what it wants. Okay.
Northwest 398, cross Bucko at maintain 50310.
Cross Bucko maintain 310, Northwest 390. Alright. There we go. I was just checking that out. We'll pull that chart on up for the Freedom 6 arrival. Come on. My computer's frozen. Forgive me all. Alright. Let's make this smaller. Yeah, we're crossing Bucko at 310, but we got lots and lots of time to get there. I am not worried at all about getting there within our required time. We got so much time. We should expect our next controller is going to be DC on 33.7. 7.2? Yeah, 7.2. We will get that set up for handoff whenever that pops up. So it's a beautiful day to be flying out. Hopefully the weather at DC will agree with us. We can go ahead and just take a look at that ATIS now. I know we're a little early, but right now, let's see. It is Romeo, so we'll probably be past that when we actually get in contact with DC approach. 180 at 6, visibility 10, clouds broken at 250, altimeter 3024, and we're doing the river visual 19. Yeah, things are looking good for a good visual approach into DC. Weather
Please center south of Fulton and clear up to it right. Or correction, at Pittsburgh, sorry.
Southwest 270, welcome to Pittsburgh, taxi via Bravo.
Let's go ahead and look at
Roger.
DCA runway 19. I'm missing. We are at dry conditions. Let's go ahead, apply our METAR there, and let's refresh it actually. Make sure we are as up to date as we can. Landing weight. Let's see. Low, ideally. Idle, no reverse. Flaps full. What is our landing weight going to be? Can I not sync it? I thought it would just sync. Right now, current gross rate is 61.7. So let's just say it's 6.1. 6.1, is that? Aircraft configure what? Landing weight T. It says 40. But if I do 8, what does it do? It changes it to 40. If I do 25, it changes it to 40. Is that just correct? Okay. Let's just say it's going to be 40. We will have plenty of runway, though, regardless. So, that's good. Not too concerned about that at all. We've got plenty of time to get set up for arrival as well. .1. Everything goes to 40. Can I do 40.1? It lets me do 40.1. Is what 40 what it considers the least of any 61. Alright. I guess let's go to medium brakes. I mean, that'll do it for sure. No, we're definitely doing a manual land because we're doing a visual approach. So I guess we'll do medium brakes just to be safe. Alright. This should really just have a sync button on it. I mean, the Fenix has been great, but it should have a sync option. Oh, there, I can go into sleep mode. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Look at that. They even got fingerprints on here. Alright, we're about 80 miles out from Bucko. Again, plenty of time to get down to 310, so we are going to stay up here still. Keep that total airspeed. What are we at? 455 right now. So, trying to keep that airspeed up. Let's see. So if we look at our runway analysis for arrival to, let's just go ahead and look through the brief. Runway 19, ILS 109.9, it should automatically put that in. 6869 for our landing length. Primary runway 19. That's what we're going for. We're gonna have full flaps. No in-road icing. We did do in-road icing. Okay. Well, there you go. That's our runway information. Weather charts.
Cleveland Center, Delta 1545, pass in flights over 20.4, climate 380.
Delta 1545, Cleveland Center, hello, climate K5 with 380.
Maintain flight over 380, Delta 1545.
Alright. Take another look at VATSPY here. We are coming down here. We're going to be entering DC's airspace soon. Where was that Delta that just came in? Delta right there. They're going to Atlanta. I will say, I do want to give a big shout out to Cleveland Center for their help today on our flight. Cleveland Center has always been fantastic. Every time I fly through, their center controllers have been absolutely amazing during busy times. They handle everything very professionally. They do an absolutely amazing job. So big shout out to Cleveland Center. This actually might be my first time dealing with Washington Center, though. I don't know if I've ever actually flown with Washington Center. I know that's kind of weird, but alright. So I looked through the ATIS information for DC. But I didn't actually rate a whole lot of it. So I want to write
Southwest 1540, Cleveland Center, hello.
So that way I have access to it. So So 3024 River Visual 19 is what we're expecting. Currently is Romeo. Yeah. Those are going to be those important pieces that we are going to want. Let's pop this down to an 80-mile difference. Once we're about 40 out from Bucko, we'll probably head down to 310, give ourselves plenty and plenty of time to get down. Go ahead and we'll get down 310 again. We just got a little bit of time till we're going to actually start that descent, but still 50 miles out from Bucko.
Cleveland Center, good afternoon. Air Canada 710, climbing through flight level 255, proceeding direct Duvos.
Air Canada 710, Cleveland Center, hello, climbing tape level 370.
Flight level 370, Air Canada 710.
Alright. Well, we're finally getting into the latter half of the flight where we actually have to keep an eye on things. Look at that, New York Center just hopped on too. It's getting a busy day on VATSIM. We'll go ahead, we're 43 out, but we'll just do it now. We'll just head down to 310. I know we have plenty of time, right? You can see just how far we are away at that descent point where we're actually going to meet 310. We are. Just yeeting us down to 310. Alright. Should have gone to the bathroom before. Now I'm just stuck here holding it in until we finish up the flight.
Northwest 398, Washington Center will be closing, so you can monitor Unicom 122.8.
That is so unfortunate. Copy, over to Unicom for Northwest 398. That is really, really sad, just as I'm getting over there. Alright, well, in that case, we will descend via the arrival. I don't want my tray out. Can we put that away? Thank you for the tray table. What I was looking for is our CTEF frequency for DCA, which is going to be 119.1. We will go ahead and put that in, so we have that again ready to go. Did I ever end up setting this? Yeah, that is actually on 121.5. Alright. You're going. I'm actually monitoring 121.5. Oops. That's a little too high. God, very sad. They were on. I mean, they've been on for 2 hours. I get it. It's just not fun. I want more air traffic control. Maybe someone else will get on DC Center before I actually get too close. But Now, with everything, I'm going to very carefully check out the missed approach. Because the missed approach gets a lot more important when you get rid of a lot of ATC. Which I don't actually see a published missed approach for 1-9. Yeah, there is no real published missed approach. So we'll have to figure out exactly how I want to deal with that if I have to go around. Look at some of the other missed approaches for runway 19. Yeah, I think I'll probably just do the RNAV missed approach if I have to. But goal is that we won't have to. So if we come back in, keep a nice close radar. So we are passing Bucko at flight level 310. And then we just have to be between 270 and 310. So we're going to fall down to 290 after we pass Bucko is kind of my plan. We are already making that turn. Now let's turn our brightness up on this. Alright. We will go down at about 1,000 a sec to 290 with a 1,200 feet per minute. I don't know why I said per second. That is not correct, but and at this point, we're going to go ahead and turn our seatbelt sign on. You'll just keep on flying. Freedom 6 arrival. I should probably call it Unicom. Northwest 398, descending into DCA via the Freedom 6 arrival. There we go. I'm being a good pilot on Unicom. And they want us down to 280 knots by the time we get there. So let's just start headed down to 240 because we have enough room. And we'll go down to 1,500. And we are holding at 280 already. So we will just set that manually. Keep an eye on it. As we come on in, probably went somewhere over maybe Virginia, West Virginia. Where are we right now? Maybe Virginia. I think this would probably be Virginia. Could check on that simulator. That would give me a slightly better map. Does VATSPY have a political map that I can look at? I don't even know. Worldview, no. That was wrong. I don't know. So let's see, we got one flight plan sitting down at DCA that I'll have to watch out for. Not filed. So we are under 280, so we are within constraints. Playing 280 knots for Honer. And we are good to push ourselves down to 220 for that next constraint as well, because we are not going to hit that before we get there. So we'll keep on heading down to 220. And we will go ahead and increase 1,600 feet per minute. Just a little bit faster of a descent, not much, but a little bit. In fact, let's make it 1,800. Actually, let's keep that descent going a little, just a touch faster. And let's review our chart on what we got going on as we continue the Freedom 6 arrival. I'm just going to review that chart. Let me get that out of here for you guys so you're not stuck looking at it. And of course it comes back the second I disappear. Okay, made it. So past honor, go into bravery next. Courage is going to be 200 to 230 at 280 knots. Okay. God, the Freedom 6 arrival is absolutely insane. Honor, bravery, courage, pledge, we will never forget. Those are the waypoints we are getting right now. I've never flown this arrival before, so I've never seen those waypoints. So we're coming up on bravery here. We will give ourselves down to 200. As we get towards courage, we again have plenty of room. Don't feel a need to change our descent rate right now. Ooh. And as we are preparing, we are coming up towards our transition altitude before not too long as well. So here's Courage coming up 10 miles out from Courage. That's a nice view. These are interesting, like the rolling mounds, I want to call them. Like, not quite rolling hills, but I don't know. Is that natural? Just because we're on like the edge of the Appalachian Mountains? It's kind of interesting. Again, I live in the Midwest, so I don't get to see stuff like this, but some fascinating topography. All right. So our next waypoint, 15 to 17. So we will start adding all the way down to 15. Again, we are within our constraints here, still maintaining 280 knots through all of this. Let's go ahead and drop down 2,000. Just to make sure that we are continuing an appropriate descent rate. Again, we're going to be looking for 3024. Let's double check our METAR. Let's refresh that. 3023. It did just change. 3023 is what we're going to be looking for. Winds are calm. So we'll just continue on the river visual for 19. It's going to be our plan for now. Pledge, and then I think the next one was right, we will. Alright, so I'm just going ahead and reviewing the second half of the Freedom 6 chart here, just looking at that. Use runway 1 no, I'm using the runway 19 transition here. That's the one we want. Okay. And here we go. We are going to go ahead and go 3023. Same thing on the other side so it doesn't get mad at me. There we go, 3023. Alright. We'll go down to 14. We're going to be a bit high as we pass pledge, but I think we'll be okay. I don't think AOTC would mind too much. Actually, are actually just going to be okay. Technically, we did fall within that constraint there, so we are A-okay. So let's say, if we're at 60 tons, can we do low brakes? It's still going to take the full runway. Alright, we're going to have to do medium brakes. We'll go ahead, we'll set medium brakes now since we are on our descent. We'll review our V speeds. So 230 for flaps 1, 200, 185, 177. We are going to extend, but we're gonna be way below 250 on our extent, so that should be a-okay. Alright, passing we will at flight level 140. Don't make Nightbot angry, guys. Nightbot is violent when it's angry, and I don't like seeing that side of Nightbot. Okay? And we can go down to 12 now. A little bit. 1400 I think is good. Going in here. Just making sure that our seatbelts are armed. We're going to pass 12, plenty of space, so we'll just send that down to 11. To 15. As we come across here, we are going to start slowing down to 250 knots. Making sure that we do meet those speed constraints as we come on into about 10,000. Not going to break any speed problems like we did earlier when on our takeoff. Forgot to set a speed, enter destination data. We do have our destination data already entered, so I appreciate it. What are we looking at for our flight plan? 1921 arrival, so we shaved a couple minutes off. Alright, we are not at our speed constraint, so we gotta slow down here pretty quickly. So we're gonna add some spoiler to slow on down, and we will just say go down to 10,000. Just hop down to it. Okay. Okay. We're coming upon 10,000 feet transition. So we are going to start turning on all of our necessary landing lights to make sure we are ready. And what airport is that? Is that Baltimore or what? Let's look. Nope, that's the Fenix. I didn't mean to do that one. Dulles. Okay. That's a Dulles right in front of us. We are not landing at Dulles. And we got to be below 10,000, so we're just going to hop on down to 8. Just going to get started on that now. 1,400 down. Let's go ahead and change that down to 16, get it down a little bit faster, so we have enough space to get down to 240 knots. Do we see any traffic at Dulles? I don't right now. Alright, we'll start slowing down. 240 knots as well. We should be good as we come across freedom. And we go to Stand Together. Isn't that the House Free words in Game of Thrones? Stand together. That's what we're doing. I think there's a VATSIM aircraft on the ground. Can we see them? Maybe not. Okay, we're gonna do another check real quick. Make sure there's no controllers for where we're trying to go. Alright, I just don't want to let any controllers down. So 8,000 feet, 240. Alright. We send it to the River Visual 19. So I'm basically just going to go ahead and descend to 3,000 after we pass this. I'm going to slowly work our way down to 3,000. And I do mean slowly, about 800 is where we will keep it. Based off of those charts as we come in for the actual approach, looks like it wants us around 3,000 feet as we are coming up on Derrick. So we'll wait until we come across the river here. And I think we actually follow the river initially with this approach. I'm just going to send us down to 3,000 now. We are going to start slowing down. We are going to go ahead and do 215 knots. Spoilers are armed. We are coming on the point where we are going to start doing the river visual. You can already see DC over there. There's the Washington Monument. Sticking it up. We're going to let this turn us kind of onto the river. We're going to go down to 10 miles. And we are going to push flaps 1 now that we are down at 10 at 215. And in fact, we are going to slow down 205 as well. That extra drag should help. We're going to go ahead and this time swap over to CTAF for DCA. Let's slow down to 180 now. We are going to go ahead and disengage autopilot. Shh, it's okay. Alright. Washington National Traffic Northwest 398 inbound river visual runway 19er. We're going to disengage the auto throttle and set engines to idle because we are gaining speed. I don't like that. I'm going to add a little bit more drag as we come on down. We are going to put our landing gear down because we are below that 250, and again, I just want more drag right now. So at this point, we are just trying to add as much drag as we can. We're going to maintain visual with the river. Trim adjustments here coming on in. Alright, let's move up to flaps 2. As we pass that V point for it, additional drag will be good. Continue getting us down. Don't want to veer too far. Again, we're just trying to stay over the river, so we don't go into any of the no-fly zones surrounding DC and its sensitive buildings. I think we're kind of falling a little too fast at this point. I want to make sure we're not too low for our approach. Speed brakes are still out. We're going to arm those spoilers. That is a good call from the computer there. We're going to go flaps full at this point, and we're going to add a little bit of throttle. All right. Washington National Traffic Northwest 398 landing runway 19er. With this, we should be ready for our final approach as we come on into runway 19 here. We're a little too high. Let's see if we can lose some altitude. there's a little bounce there. Not happy with that. We'll go ahead though, try to maintain center line here. And try to pull off here out of the runway. Washington traffic. Northwest 398, clear runway 19er, taxiing to the gates. We're just going to come this way, and we're just going to choose a nice little gate over here. Let's continue to slow on down. A nice, just little taxi flaps up that way. For that, maybe second gate in there. From the back, then. Looks like it's like the fourth one. In is really the phraseology I should have been using on the right. Not the most graceful stop, I'll admit. Alright, let's get that APU on. Not take care of my lights appropriately there. I know I didn't. Let's see, our APU is going. APU is almost available. There we go. Got voltage for the APU, which means we can go ahead, turn those engines off. We can go ahead, turn off our transponder. It's already coming to meet us. We will go ahead. Hello? Oh, commence disboarding. Yes, I see that. Okay. We will absolutely begin our disboarding process. We do have GPU plugged on in now. Chocks are on. Let's get cargo going and disconnected as well. There we go. We can get all of that going now. Turn off fuel pumps. All right, and that is it. That's our flight. We are disboarding as we speak. We can turn ground power on available, which means we actually don't need the APU anymore, and we can turn that off. There we go. go ahead, reset our QNH to 29902, set it to standard for the next crew that comes on in. Turn off constraints, 20. Alright. There we go. Shut everything down. Turn off predictive wind shear. Turn off the weather system. Let's go ahead and unlock the cockpit door. We'll get Unicom up on here. For the next crew again, keep guard up on over there. Alright. That we have one more flight done. We're still deboarding. There's a couple more in the back that are working on getting off. With that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Northwest Flight 398, service to DC National. Appreciate everyone who joined us today. Don't forget to like and follow if you want to get updates on future streams. Again, next stream, not tomorrow during the day because I picked up some hours at work, but tomorrow evening, most likely, with the FNO Canada event, we'll be doing some VATSIM ATC, most likely Minnesota ground or Minnesota clearance, or Minneapolis ground or Minneapolis clearance, sorry. If you didn't catch the whole stream, you want to watch it, it'll be uploaded to my YouTube later today. Go ahead, join my Discord to stay up to date with everything. And we will see you all next time. Thank you all very much for joining us. See you around.